Yeah. Hi. Hello, everyone. This is Shanmugaraj. Welcome to my channel. One of the aims of this channel is to build a global knowledge sharing platform in the domains of agile leadership and project management. You can join me and help me with that either by subscribing to this channel or sharing my videos to your friends. Right? So, having said that, let us get into today's topic. We are currently discussing some of the leadership ideas from MIT Sloan School of Management. We are continuing our journey on discussing about top 10 articles that are most read in MIT. Today's topic is Google's expert Geoffrey Hinton makes an alarm on artificial intelligence. Why neural net pioneer Geoffrey Hinton is sounding the alarm on AI. This article has been published in the month of May 2023. Why it matters? Geoffrey Hinton, a respected researcher who recently stepped down from Google, said it's time to confront the existential dangers of artificial intelligence. Let's begin. A deep learning pioneer is raising concerns about rapid advancements in artificial intelligence and how they will affect humans. Geoffrey Hinton, 75 of age, a professor emeritus at the University of Toronto, and until recently a vice president and engineering fellow at Google, announced in early May that he was leaving the company, in part because of his age, he said, but also because he's changed his mind about relationship between humans and digital intelligence. In a widely discussed interview with the New York Times, Hinton said generative intelligence could spread misinformation and eventually threaten humanity. Speaking 2 days after the article was published, Hinton reiterated his concerns. I'm sounding the alarm, saying we have to worry about this. He said at the MTech Digital Conference hosted by MIT Technology Review. Hinton said he is worried about the increasingly powerful machines' ability to outperform humans in ways that are not in the best interest of humanity and the likely inability to limit AI development. The growing power of AI. In 2018, Hinton shared a Turing Award for work related to neural networks. He has been called a godfather of AI in part of his fundamental research about using backpropagation to help machines learn. I think it's quite conceivable that humanity is just a passing phase in the evolution of intelligence. Hinton said he long thought that computer models were not as powerful as the human brain. Now he sees artificial intelligence as a relatively imminent existential threat. Computer models are outperforming humans, including doing things humans can't do. Large language models like GPT-4 use neural networks with connections like those in the human brain and starting to do common sense reasoning. These AI models have far fewer neural connections than humans do, but they manage to know 1,000 times as much as human. In addition, models are able to continue learning and easily share knowledge. Many copies of the same AI model can run on different hardware but do exactly the same thing. Whenever one model learns anything, all the others know it. People can't do that. If I learn a whole lot of stuff about quantum mechanics and I want you to know all that stuff about quantum mechanics, it's a long, painful process of getting you to understand it. AI is also powerful because it can process vast quantity of data, much more than a single person can, And AI models can detect trends in data that are not otherwise visible to a person, just like a doctor who had seen 100 million patients would notice more trends and have more insights than a doctor who had seen only 1,000. AI concerns manipulating humans or even replacing them. Hinton's concern with this burgeoning power centers around the alignment problem, how to ensure that AI is doing what humans want it to do. What we want is some way of making sure that even if they are smarter than us, they are going to do things that are beneficial for us. But we need to try and do that in a world where there are bad actors who want to build robot soldiers that kill people, and it seems very hard to me. Humans have inherent motivations such as finding a food and shelter and staying alive, but AI doesn't. My big worry is sooner or later someone will wire into them the ability to create their own sub goals. Some versions of the technology like ChatGPT already have the ability to do that. I think it's very quickly realized that getting more control is a very good a sub goal because it helps you to achieve other goals. And if these things get carried away with getting more control, we are in trouble. Artificial intelligence can also learn bird things, like how to manipulate people by reading all the novels that ever were and everything uh, uh, Machiavelli ever wrote, for example. And if AI models are much smarter than us, they will be very good at manipulating us. You won't realize what's going on. So even if they cannot directly pull levers, they can certainly get us to pull levers. It turns out if we can manipulate people, you can invade a building in Washington without ever going there yourself. At worst, it's quite conceivable that humanity is just a passing phase in the evaluation of intelligence. A biological intelligence evolved to create a digital intelligence which can observe everything humans have created and start getting a direct experience of the world. It may keep us around for a while to keep the power stations running, but after that, maybe not. We have figured out how to build beings that are immortal. These digital intelligences, when a piece of hardware dies, they don't die. If we can find another piece of hardware that can run the same instruction, we can bring it to life again. So we have got immortality, but it's not for us. Barriers to stopping AI advancement. Hinton said he does not see any clear or straightforward solutions. I wish I had a nice, simple solution I could push, but I don't. But I think it's very important that people get together and think hard about it and see whether there is a solution. More than 20,000 people, including several tech executives and researchers, have signed an open letter calling for a pause on training the most powerful AI systems for at least 6 months because of uh, profound risks to society and humanity. And several readers from the Association for the Advancement of Artificial Intelligence signed a letter calling for collaboration to address the promise and risks of AI. It might be rational to stop developing artificial intelligence, but that's naive and unlikely, in part because of competition between companies and countries. If you're going to live in a capitalist system, you cannot stop Google competing with Microsoft. Nothing that, he doesn't think Google, has done everything wrong in developing AI programs. It's just inevitable to the capitalist system or a system with competition between countries like US and China. So that this stuff will be developed. It is also hard to stop developing AI because there are benefits in fields like medicine. Researchers are looking at guardrails for the system, but there is a chance that AI can learn to write and execute programs itself. Smart things can outsmart us. One note of hope: everyone faces the same risk. If we allow it to take over, it will be bad for all of us. We are all in the same boat with respect to the existential threat, so we all ought to be able to cooperate on trying to stop it. So guys, we come to the conclusion of this video. Hope you guys got a fair understanding on what Geoffrey Hinton is talking about and how he creates an alarm for artificial intelligence. I think we need to take a pause and look at what are the positives and negatives, and we have to be responsible and commonsensical about building artificial intelligence. All right. I hope you guys like this kind of videos that helps you to become a better leader. Right. So with that, I'm signing off. See you in next video.